When we started making Bellwright, for us it was really important that we put the player in charge. We were intentionally avoiding an overly narrative-driven game because we wanted to make the player feel that his decisions matter and that he actually has not just a control of the outcome, but even a control of the entire path to the outcome. And that it feels like when he looks back, at the end of the game, when he looks back, he should be like, that was all my path.
Bellwright is a mix of different genres, where we have survival game mixed with town builder and colony sim. Then on top of that we have RPG elements and strategy game. All of it combined together in medieval simulator. My name is Sergey, also known as Sir, and I'm a gameplay developer for Bellwright. In our game, immersion mostly comes from gameplay. We are not really trying to create very historically accurate. We are not striving to do everything to 100% how it was back then. Our goal is to provide good gameplay that captures players' interest and where player feels like he is a part of a living world, where all the people in the world have their lives and they have their own activities that they do daily, and that's where immersion comes in Bellwright.
The idea for the game was to make something that is a combination of like town management game and also a bit of the like directional combat. Leading your people, liberating villages and helping the nation in like oppressed by the ruler. So the goal is to have all of the fancy stuff that players expect from a medieval game.
So Bellwright really is a kid's fantasy of a medieval world. It is not supposed to be a realistic depiction of a medieval world. It's more like how you would imagine a medieval world when you're 7 years old. In Bellwright, we intentionally avoided overly gory or overly brutal scenarios or scenes because we wanted to touch into like the medieval fantasy of a kid's brain.
A lot of people who are very much into the medieval history of Europe, mostly, and we have people who are into like HEMA, so fencing, into medieval architecture, so it was natural for pretty much all of us to switch from Last Oasis to Bellwright, which is kind of trying to get this 13th century vibe and have something pretty big.
In Donkey Crew, for our entire history, we were always interested in medieval theme and in melee combat with melee weapons. And also we always wanted to create simulated world where different things happen outside of players' influence.
The whole thing started with one person basically being tasked with figuring out how to achieve this kind of medieval game. So we sometimes we joke that we locked Pogo to work on it and make a prototype for like a couple months, and based on that we saw what it's like and decided to push it into the direction that it's currently in.
Bellwright's vision and identity evolved a lot through its development history. In the beginning, we wanted to make a survival game with town builder elements, and later we introduced lots of things that were not planned initially, but that are now the cornerstone of the Bellwright world, which includes simulating NPCs, and it includes rebellion story with a wide network of quests, also main storyline. All of that came together into a vision that now defines what Bellwright is.
It was interesting because it was like a combined knowledge of everyone on the team. Because everyone, as I said, is into medieval times in very different ways. So everyone's crouched to get any kind of references that they have from all of the like fencing manuals from medieval times, like German, French ones. There was a lot of books that we have on architecture and everything that collected together into this current vision. And on the art style, there was a lot of research into like the architecture of the Slavic tribes or the Slavic nations, then the Scandinavians, and kind of trying to figure out something that is believably European style, but also the game is not set in like real history, so we got a little bit of that creative freedom there.
You know, like, making games is not like a hard science. You try many things, we tried many things, and we failed many times when we tried to make Bellwright. But we just kept pushing and trying new things until we found things that worked for us. And we've seen from the player feedback that it also worked for a lot of them.